I think it's primarily about finding ideas, finding sounds, finding music that doesn't live in my brain. I think I'm one of those people where, like, if you live with me for any amount of time, I might drive you crazy because I'm humming and whistling and I got a tune in my head constantly. But that's not my way of saying, like, I'm so musical. I have music in my brain. It's like if I could only get it out. It's kind of the opposite. I feel like my brain lives in this musical universe all the time. And so writing music for me is about like surprising myself by getting away from some of those sort of like automatic musical decisions that happen inside of my head. So in practice, I think the idea then is to introduce some randomness and some accidents and some experimentation that doesn't remind me of just what like the my instinct or my natural sort of musical decision making would lead me down. So I try to facilitate that. And then another really important piece to it is I try not to write a song before I've developed a palette of sounds. And so I'm sure there's a lot of people that do this in different ways, but for me, the way that looks is if I open up a session, I'm probably writing like 8 or 16 or 32 bars, and then I'm probably moving down the session and starting again, and maybe I'll pull a few elements from down the way. Mostly, I'm trying to not connect those dots yet, and then once I have a whole bunch of instances of ideas that all live within sort of the same world, some of the same sounds and samples. Certainly, we're often at like the same tempo and in the same key, maybe not. Then I treat harvesting a song out of all of that as like a completely separate process. And that really helps me to not get stuck making the same exact decisions and moving through songs in the same way over and over again.